Hello there, Virgo. How are you guys doing today? Welcome to your check-in. Let's take a look and see what messages come through today from Spirit, from the universe. All right, now if you are new here, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Trust that your intuition has sent you here because these are timeless readings. There's something in today's card spread that pertains to your current situation. You may need a question answered. You may need some clarification on some things, whatever that may be. Go ahead and share that with me in the comments. Tell me what's resonating with you. And if you would like to claim this reading, that would be wonderful as well, because there's always very good messages, very good energy in these readings for you. All right, here we go. Bottom of the deck. Wow, we've got the Six of Wands. You are being celebrated right now. Your hard work is being recognized. And if it hasn't been, well, you know what? It's about to be. And it doesn't have to be, a career. It could be, in the home life, in an interpersonal relationship, something like that. You are being recognized. Someone is going to pay some attention to you. And I love that because you guys are very hardworking people and you're very dedicated, very diligent. And I don't think that Virgos get enough recognition. So I'm recognizing you today if you have not received it yet. Here we go, Page of Cups. There's something here that is a new beginning, a new opportunity for you to really fill your life with something that is emotionally satisfying to you, something that is going to bring you great joy and just really connect with you on that emotional level. So, Three of Cups, another Three of Cups, celebrating with friends, surrounding yourself with family. This is just about enjoying life, enjoying the time with others. There's peace, there's harmony. So this is good because I know that a lot of you are still going through a lot of like the grieving process, and that's okay. You deserve to also have some good times too, right? So enjoy yourselves. Four of Cups, interesting. So there's a part of you here. So you've got the Three of Cups, celebrating with friends, family, that sort of thing, being surrounded. However, the universe here is showing you that you still have some walls up. Maybe you might be in your own personal life. You may have a little bit of apathy, or you may even feel a little bit bored, right? But know that the universe is trying to bring you something new, some new opportunity to fill your cup, to fill you emotionally, and allow you to just really get connected with that part of yourself. So see things from a different perspective, right? I know that there's a lot of you that are, protecting yourselves, and you may have some walls up. It's time to bring some of the walls down and accept the gifts and the blessings that the universe is giving you. Knight of Swords. So yeah, life is going really fast for you. You may be a quick thinker, fast thinker, moving and shaking really fast. Now, here's the thing about the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords energy doesn't always think before they act. They say the things that they want to say because they're just always in a rush and not really realizing that, oh, that might have been a little bit cutting, or that might be a little bit too assertive or directed, and it might offend people. So just be aware of that, because I don't necessarily want you to end up with a lot of negative energy around you, right? I want you guys to always stay in that positive, high vibration energy level so that you're attracting all of the abundance that the universe is trying to give you, right? So just pay attention to that, because I know that Virgos are very quick thinkers. You guys are really smart and you move fast. You like to, you guys like to you're always doing something, right? You're multitasking, constantly multitasking. At least the Virgos in my life, always doing 3 things at the same time. And I'm trying to have a conversation with you, but they're doing 2 other things, answering a text, doing something else, putting something away, organizing, doing things. Yeah. So slow it down a little bit. All right. So that way you don't end up with conflict in your life. Knight of Cups, let love in, right? Let love into your life. However that may present itself, allow yourself to be emotionally fulfilled, right? Something, whatever it is that is going to fill your cup, let it come in. And on the flip side also, don't forget to give that to others. So when it comes to communicating, for example, I know it's tough if it's not in your nature to really put out good words, or, like compliments or something like that. Just a little bit in your communication style might prevent any kind of conflict in your life. I don't know. Give a compliment in the way someone's hair looks that day, or their work, right? It's not about you analyzing other people's work. It's, just give that love out there, so that way that energy comes right back to you, right? That positive energy comes right back to you. My goodness, the King of Wands keeps coming up for you. There is something here that you are supposed to create. You are the visionary. There is something here that you were meant to be a leader of. Are you trying to start a new business? Are you trying to start something that is emotionally fulfilling, something that is going to be collaborative with people who are of like-mindedness, right? And are you going to be the leader of that? Because the King of Wands, for some reason, keeps coming up for you. Are you taking on the new position of a CEO, a supervisor, taking on a new job where you are going to be given extra responsibilities to be the person to get things done, to make sure that the balls are moving, like the wheels are moving or in motion. But definitely a visionary here, definitely somebody that's bold and full of energy, also very charismatic, someone who is able to really, draw people to you. Right? There's something about your personality that may be very charming to others. And if you were starting a new business, for example, you need to be the front man, right? You need to be the guy that they send out there to get the business because you're very charming and very charismatic. So yeah, I love this in this position for you because this is a position of leadership. This is great. The Lovers, look at you, Virgo. What is going on? You've got love, you've got cups here. There's a lot of emotional stuff coming in. Now, the Lovers card is a card of commitment. Are you committing to a new job title? Are you committing to yourself, right? To you bettering yourself, really embracing and taking on this leadership position? Are you committing to another human, to another individual, to a best friend, right? Did you meet the person that you really connect with on a spiritual level? It could be a lover, it could be a best friend, something like that. But this is a card of commitment. I like that in the line of the Knight of Cups because you're able to really let this situation here, this whatever it is that you're committing to, it's going to fill you up emotionally. And there's going to be a bond there. There's going to be something there that's going to enrich you, enrich your soul, enrich your life. Now, giving and receiving love, like I said, with the Knight of Cups. And then, if it's to another human, that is even better, right? Again, whether it's on a best friend or it's a lover, that's all up to you. All right, here we go. Ace of Cups. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I know that this is general reading, but if you're looking for love, Virgo, here you go. You can have it. Ace of Cups. This is new love, new beginning, new passion. I mean, oh my God. Ace of Cups, Lovers, Knight of Cups, Page of Cups, lots of cups. So here's the thing. You've got so much coming in here when it comes to love and relationship. However, with the Four of Cups here, this is no different than the guy sitting under the tree with his arms folded across his body saying, nope, I'm not going to accept. I'm not going to accept the gift, the blessing that the universe is giving me. Here's the cup right here, Ace of Cups. There's that cup that the universe is literally handing you. So here's your Ace of Cups, just as another punctuation to tell you there's new beginnings, there's new love available, new blessings available to you. You just got to want to take it and run with it. The World. Wow. Wow. The World. It's time to close a chapter and start a new one, right? Close a chapter, start a new one. Close a chapter on a previous relationship, perhaps, start a new one that you're going to be very committed to on that really deep spiritual level, right? Close the chapter on a new career or maybe a new job or a new title, whatever, and accept the new blessing that's going to really fill you up emotionally. You see that? Wow. Letting go of the past, letting go of the, previous hurt, learning your soul lesson from all the pain in the past. King of Pentacles, look at this. Right at the top, King of Pentacles, King of Wands. You are setting down the seeds. You're laying down the seeds. You're planting the seeds of the apples here. Planting the seeds for a very stable and abundant future. I like the King of Wands with the King of Pentacles because the King of Pentacles, much like the Knight of Wands, setting down the seeds, right? The King of Pentacles is very wealthy, but doesn't move very fast, right? I like the King of Pentacles over the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is the guy on the horse, just waiting to plant the seeds. The King of Pentacles has already learned how to plant those seeds, knows what he needs to do, but he's comfortable in his throne. He's not the mover and the shaker. So again, business partnerships, for example, when I was talking earlier, if this is more your energy, you're very charming, charismatic, you're the front guy. And then this is like the guy that stays in the back, you may have a crop of apples, let's just say. You're the guy that's selling this new apple and you're going around and sharing it with people. Oh my God, this is fantastic. You have to try it. You're the farmer. This is the farmer that's in the back going, let's analyze this apple seed and let's plant it over there with this kind of sunlight and this and that. Not the mover and the shaker, but the guy that gets that abundance because he's the wealthiest king. But this guy's the mover and the shaker. So I love this in the top row here because that's a lot of power you've got. You've got a lot of abundance coming your way. Temperance. Temperance is about slowing it down, right? Having patience, because there might be that energy around you where you're going, it's not happening fast enough. I want it to happen now. Universe says, slow it down, right? Be patient, create some balance and moderation, because they're really alchemizing. They're creating something behind the scenes. And in divine timing, true divine timing, it's going to come to fruition. Look at this row here of major arcanas, right? Look at that. You're committing to something, and things are closing and ending from the past to allow for a new path. But just be patient. Be patient, because the universe is creating something absolutely abundant and wonderful for you. Amazing. The Magician. Whoa, look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4. These major arcanas here right in a row. So you not only do you have new blessings coming in, and you've got the seeds, you've planted them, and you've got abundance coming your way, huge abundance coming your way. You've learned your lessons, you're much higher, you've elevated yourself. Things are moving very quickly. But understand here that the Magician is the major manifester, right? You can literally create the abundance that you want. You can make use of all of the tools that you have within you to create what you want, right? And you have the bold energy of these two kings here that's going to make things happen and accumulate all of the wealth that you desire. I love this for you. Wow, I love the Magician card. It's so powerful. You know, just with great power comes, great responsibility, right? So just be very careful how you use the magic, how you use that, how you put things into motion. Don't be hasty. This being on top of one another here is to remind you, don't be so hasty. Don't be so quick to make those decisions. You weigh all of your odds, weigh all of your options, and go within, trust the divine process, make things happen for yourself, right? The core of your reading here is letting down your guard to allow for beauty and abundance to come your way, thinking things through before making hasty decisions. Once you get through these two things here, look at what's all around you. You've got celebration, you've got commitment, you've got emotional fulfillment, new blessings, abundance, power here. And then boom, you've got the King of Wands, the mover and the shaker, the one that gets things done. Look at what you've got here, celebrating you, the hard work that you've put in. Whoa. All right, this reading is getting really long. I get so carried away with your readings, Virgo. I just love it. I love it so much. All right, forgiveness. Yeah, forgive the past so you can move and change and close that chapter in your life. The World card here allows you to close that chapter in your life. You've got to forgive the past so you can let the walls down, right? Let the walls down, turn the chapter. Turn the next page to the next chapter of your life. There is something better. Sure there is, right? Here's your future. Look at your future here. There is something better for you. Put down the walls, okay? Reconsider, of course. So here, that goes to me, this goes to the Knight of Swords here. Before you act and go charging in there with your swords, reconsider. Slow down a little bit. Come from a heart-based place, and everything will work out, okay? Bottom of the deck, choose a new direction. I love it. Yeah. So if you're feeling like you're going to go in there and start swinging your swords around and telling people how it is, right? And not necessarily thinking before you say something or acting, right? Just be very careful. Choose a new direction. Always come at things from a place of love and giving, so that way things work out in your favor. Look at that. Listen to your intuition. Okay? Listen to your intuition. That is so powerful. That is so powerful. Don't be disconnected from your intuition here. Universe is always trying to give you something wonderful. Look at what's coming. This is what's coming for you here. All right, Virgo, somebody claim this reading. Hurry. So this energy can go right to you. All right, have a great day. If you're new here, thank you again for being here. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I will talk to you soon. And if no one has told you today, I love you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.